Hello, how are you? This is going to be for the sign of Sagittarius, and it's for the week from 20 to the 26th of October. It's your career and finances only. So first I'm going to pull the overall energy and then we will take it from there. If you need to reach out for a personal reading, energy clearing, cord cutting, scrying, spells, or any other services that I offer, there is an email in the description box below, so feel free to use it. Okay, let's see, Sagittarius, what is going on for you this week? Career and finances. Wow. Okay, Three of Pentacles, but not just any. Some of you might be doing some restructuring here. This is when we do something different, or we maybe even, like just rearrange the terms and conditions of our contract, or we apply maybe a new like technique, a new material, a new ingredient for those of you that maybe are doing something creative, but you are doing something different. Either it's in a form of changing the existing situation or actually applying something brand new. I do get the Seven of Swords energy. Now, for some of you, you could be going for the new because of somebody was doing something that they're not supposed to with the Seven of Swords, but it could be just an indication of you actually, just applying a new strategy, a new formula, a new approach, and this is gonna work. This is definitely a good energy. Either it's new or just something that you're doing, and either you're getting rid of, any type of deception and maybe, somebody or something that wasn't really honest with the Seven of Swords, or it just represents your planning here. It could be that, okay? It's good in both situations. It's good because you're gonna end up with a good outcome here, okay? But things do need to change. So, if you want to join the membership, there is a join button below the video. You can press it. I do upload those members only videos every day. So, well, if you like what I do, maybe it's worth exploring that option of becoming a member. Okay, let's see what is going on for you for this week, Sagittarius. Whoa, Five of Wands. You might have been here either, facing some type of obstacle, and now we really need to see how we're going to go about this. It could be even some type of disagreement, but it looks like we are finding the common ground, but something is changed, arranged, rearranged, you see. For some of you, though, well, it could be where you're just going after something new, if this is too much drama, especially if this is also even this Seven of Swords energy, which would be some deception, backstabbing, or anything like that. Anyway, however, you're dealing with this situation, so that's a very positive thing. Yeah, and you're gonna get your Ten of Cups. I'm telling you, this is like happily ever after, absolute bliss. That's where you're landing, because this is a very abundant energy. This one I like to call even Garden of Eden. Everything is flourishing. But why? Because you have actually put a lot of effort into this to make it work, or you have decided to actually go after something that you can build what you want here, because here it looks like for some of you maybe it was just, like a dead-end situation. However, you're going to reach here, whatever is this that you have in your mind. But some things do need to change. Okay, yeah, the Nine of Wands. You have been even persevering in some situation for quite some time. Now, definitely here, if something is not working, well, you will know, and maybe it's time to abandon the ship, But if this is about actually just, seeing how we can make it work, okay? What do we need to change? Either, some behaviors, some connections, some relations here, or it's literally like applying the new strategy here, you see. Whatever this is that needs to be done here, anyway, you're doing it here, and you're going to be able to make it work, okay? So keep that in mind. But be ready to change something, okay? It's not going to stay the same no matter what. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Some of you could be walking, especially 55 obstacles, but change. So if you're not appreciated, if somebody could have been even some stealing, either it's money, ideas, or whatever, of course you're going to walk away from that situation. But for some, it could be just whatever, arrangements you are making here are going to get you away from these heavy energies and put you in a very abundant spot here. But you will need to recognize what is what here. Definitely here, I do see that some of the either people, so for some of you it's going to be people, for some though, just something here that it's maybe like a condition or whatever, it's just not working for you. It's just not, you can't really benefit from this situation. Now you will know if this is your message. In this case, you're going to go for new. Okay, definitely. But restructuring is here. It's necessary. Things do need to change. I'm telling you this from the beginning, and here we are. Well, here comes the change. Knight of Cups. Knights do bring change now. This is something well accepted, and you see you have a 10 of Cups. It means that you're going to be also very happy with what you do. So yes, money, of course, and we are very happy when we are financially abundant. But it's also how, you're not going to feel mistreated. You're not going to feel bad about what you need to do. For some of you, there could have been even some inner conflict here about what you were asked to do. Maybe it was something that really just wasn't sitting right with you, even as a person. Maybe it wasn't really ethical from your point of view, and that's perfectly fine. Of course, that you're going to respect that. However, it looks like here we are. We do have something really positive, or either it's a preposition, or or even the change inside of what we are doing. But now this is healing. Now this can work. It could be a lot of creative work also here for some of you. Pisces energy here, by the way. Okay. Yeah, the Hierophant here. You see another 5, and I was just seeing 555. So you have 555. Well, be careful, because remember me with the 7 of Swords being deception for some. For some, it's going to be the strategy, but for some, you might have been dealing with deception. And 3 5s, that's 15, that's the devil energy. Now, it's interesting here that we do have actually the Hierophant. It's the opposite, of course, of the devil. So it's like the lowest and the highest vibrational energy. It's like a good and evil, okay? And some of you are reaching here for something that's going to be it. For some, this is like literally even answering the calling. You might have a purpose or whatever. This is what's going to make you happy. And it's very, very interesting that they started talking about how some of you might have been feeling really bad about the situation and even have some inner conflict because of maybe something just not being ethical, in your eyes. Well, respect your beliefs here with the Hierophant and how you feel about situation. Okay, you're entitled to. Now, definitely here Taurus energy, but this is something big. Some of you might be getting this amazing partnership. Okay, it's something here really meant to, or it's just this career that you were born to do, something here that you were born to do. Especially for the people that this could be maybe some type of either spiritual practice or actually something creative. It doesn't have to be only that, it can be anything else. For some, this could be finally this long-term contract, good pay, good condition, and you're just going to blossom there after having some really rough times somewhere where you might have been dealing with a lot of difficult, and unhealthy competition here. Okay, well, the Ace of Pentacles is here. It looks like we are doing it. This is definitely just the first seed. Whatever you plant here, it's going to grow. But this is now something solid. This Ace of Pentacles usually represents, something that you can touch it, taste it, smell it. So it's something that is a real deal. It's not something just that it's somebody, like promising and not delivering. Now we are talking here. Some of you might be also receiving even some type of, let's say, settlement because of some situation here that wasn't fair, that wasn't right, wasn't just. With this Hierophant here, of course, it could be even something legal or government institution or anything like that. Because, career and finances, well, finances sometimes do come from, not necessarily work. It can be something legal. It can be, settlements. It can be some type of refunds or whatever. But it looks like, well, you are doing it. Also for some of you, if the bank loan is something that you are going after, in order to be able just to recover or even to start something, well, it looks like actually this is universe favoring you and allowing this for you to be granted. Yeah, you do have the Page of Swords. So here comes the communication, information, epiphany, call it as you will, but something here new, okay, that's gonna allow you to shift and to deal with this and to, just even point this towards the right direction. Because for some of you, there could have been a lot of confusion around this and really okay, what am I even going to do with this? Where am I going to go with this? How am I going to do this, you see? Well, definitely do get as much information as you can, especially because for a lot of you, this is going to be something new, something different. Even if it's a new rearranged contract or brand new or just rearranged. Or also, maybe it could be some type of new approach. It could be a new technique. It could be a new material, you know, whatever. Or it could be literally even just a new, just a new career altogether. So, but, you know, get as much information as possible. Yeah, get busy here in general. You will be fine. 8 of Pentacles here. It looks like some of you are good at what you do. Okay, so you're going to definitely thrive. You're going to get what you deserve. For the rest of you, this could be just, again, this indication of where you pour your energy into. Make sure here, though, to see something here in detail, especially for those of you that this could be you know, around some legalities. It doesn't have to be only, you know, like a court decisions or something. It could be also anything else, maybe some paperwork, you know, whatever you're waiting for. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. Love you all. Take care. Bye.